Hi there and welcome back to Japan, where I've just realised how weird this combination of hat and shirt looks. I'm gonna be talking about BiSH today because it's been a long time since we've actually had a BiSH song, and I've been thinking constantly I want to get back to them. But there's always been like little things I've been doing on this channel, like sort of series of videos and things I've been doing, and I just haven't got back to BiSH. So I'm going to be going back to them today with a song which is named in katakana. I think it says "Promise the Star." Promise the Star? That would be my guess. But, oh yeah, by the way, I got this from a second-hand shop. This shirt has a zip. You ever seen that? A shirt with a zip before? I don't know if it's a shirt, I don't know if it's a jacket, I don't know what the hell it is. I just look really weird right now. So on that note, here we go. This is BiSH with, I'm assuming, Promise the Star. Let's make it full screen. And... oh, by the way, just so you know, I really liked what I heard from BiSH before, but I thought there was a lot of questions unanswered. I wanted to hear what their sound was. That's why I'm going back to. You'll find out. I'll talk more after the song. Meaningful. It's a very sort of typical J-pop intro, and I mean that in a good way. I like J-pop. I'm really loving the melody. I'm loving so much about this, but isn't this such a stereotype? Japanese schoolgirl running in a music video. There was a little zombie dance in there a minute ago. Actually, I was going to say, I mean, all things aside, I don't usually talk about choreography, but everything about this video feels very expressive. The choreography included. It's almost like acting. Running. They always say that's the healthy way to exercise. Do a run, slow down, and run again. Good health tips in this video. Wow, that's a powerful bridge. Great vocals as well. I do like the vocals on this. That's not hair for a rooftop. That reminds me a bit of Tokyo Girl by Perfume, which is the Shimudia newer song. Of course, isn't it always the way? Oh, but she's happy. That's nice. Oh, that's really nice. Okay, this is not what I was expecting at all. In fact, that was fantastic. Not to say I wasn't expecting something really good, but to criticise that, I'm going to have to approach from a complicated angle. Now, I'm not just being a hater. I'm not just criticising for the sake of criticising it. But as I've always said, this whole channel is about discussing music and pointing out interesting things. So I will say what I thought was good about that, and what I thought could have maybe been improved, but it's going to be very hard to find much which was wrong with that, because starting off with the basic fact, fantastic song, just really good song. The other BiSH songs I'd heard were more, I'm not going to say experimental, but they were against the usual J-pop grain. And my understanding from the name and the way they've been described to me, that they were kind of, it's the whole alternative idol label, that they kind of against what would be considered normal. Now, whether you think that the normal pop scene in Japan is a good thing or a bad thing is a very big question on its own. I mean, I'm not a big fan of things like AKB and all the mass producing that often goes into a lot of idol groups, but I do actually like J-pop in its style, and there's a lot of really good J-pop when you listen to it. And this was like the quintessential J-pop song. I mean, the whole sound, the use of the strings, the way the melody moved, the way everything built along, it was quintessentially J-pop, and in a really good way, which is kind of not what I was expecting, like I say, from BiSH and from what I believe the name means, you guys have told me. It was surprising just to hear them do such a polished and fantastic girl band J-pop song. Now, things to compliment, of which there are so many. Like I say, the song itself, I love the way the song moved. I love the melody. I'm definitely going to be listening to that again. That was really catchy. The arrangement was brilliant as well. I want to point out that just the way everything went in there, the actual instrumentation behind it, whether it was real musicians or how much that was programmed, still was fantastic. The production was fantastic. The use of the girls' voices as well. I noticed that they used the right singer in the right place. For the more powerful bits, they got one of the girls with a stronger voice to come forwards, which really showed. For the lighter bits, like the little sort of bridge pre-last chorus bit, they got one of the girls who had a slightly more delicate voice to go in there and give something a little bit lighter. Just the whole, it was so well executed as a pop song. I will talk about the video, because I like to talk about the videos. I was saying, and I do maintain that was an incredibly stereotypical video. I mean, the choreography, here's a girl in the school outfit running, especially the bit at the end, she gets to where the band are, but they're gone. I mean, we've had everything, and they've had that in pop videos all the way up to like metal videos. Numb by Linkin Park did the same thing. But usually when the person gets there and the band's not there, they're like, oh, wistful. But in this case, it was nice. She was happy. She was like, oh, look at the lights in the sky. I think for all of the things about this which were downright stereotypical, can be countered by just the quality of the execution. I mean, like I said, I'm not big on choreography, but I kind of even enjoyed the choreography in this video because of the fact that it felt expressive. The way the girls were moving, it was almost like it was acting. I can't really pinpoint much myself. Like I said, I'm not a choreography expert, but for me to notice it is clearly a good sign. Although there was that weird one zombie bit in it, I'm not sure what that was about, but the rest of it seemed to be really nicely choreographed. The director made a really good job of it. Like visually, it looked good. Everything moved well. The actress who played the girl who seemed to do nothing but running, she was really good. She came across like there was a feeling on her face. Just everything was really well executed, but the problem is it was well executed as just all of the normal J-pop tropes, all of the normal J-pop video things. Everything was kind of stereotypical, but in a fantastic way. So I think this, to me, would be a song for not what I'd expect from BiSH. BiSH fans, I know you're on here. Get back to me and tell me what you think. I've got some good BiSH fans in my subscriber base, and although I haven't done a BiSH song in a while, I'm really hoping you guys can chirp up and give me some information on what you think about this as well, and maybe what the background of the story is, what the attitude is, whether maybe I've misunderstood the concept of the group, or whether there's an irony to it, anything like that. I'm just really interested, as always, for us to discuss these issues. But I think that, to me, and I don't mean it's just in the context of the videos I've viewed on this channel, but just as someone who likes and follows a lot of the Japanese pop scene and rock scene, to me that stood out as like the quintessential J-pop song done perfectly. I mean, just everything about that was brilliantly done. Even if it relied on stereotypes and tropes, it was perfectly done. And I just, at the end of that, I just felt really happy to have watched it. It was great. It like sort of makes you feel good about J-pop. It makes you feel good as a general. It's got a lot of feeling, which a lot of pop songs maybe don't pull off. It's well written. Just I'm repeating myself now because there's not much I can say except for it's great. It's subverted my expectations considering the band, but that's where you guys come in. Tell me more. Get in contact. Whether you're a fan or not, pass on your opinions because this channel is all about the comments. But for now, from Japan, ciao. I'll try and do more BiSH soon. I promise.